Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, be sure to click the subscribe button, and if you're not, welcome back. So on my channel, I do different type of makeup videos, lifestyle videos, and I'm hoping to do vlogs very soon. So starting off, we're doing the brows. After brows, I'm just going to blend with my Real Techniques beauty sponge, and then I'm going to set this with my air sponge so it wouldn't crease. Starting off with the eyes, I'm just going to take a warm brown shade. This shade is actually from my Peanut Butter Too Faced palette, but you can really just use any warm shade, and I'm just going to blend this in the crease. Try not to get too much on the lid since we're doing a cut crease. Next up, I'm going to take this dark brown shade from the Morphe X James Charles palette, and I'm going to pack this in the outer V and just blend it so you won't see any harsh lines. After blending the shadows, I'm going to grab my P. Louise base in order to cut the cut creases. And I just tell clients to look up so both cut creases can look the exact same. And this is basically just my guide. I'm going to make the shape first. Or sometimes I fill in first. It's whatever I feel better. In this video, I'm actually filling in the cut crease. And then I'm just going to be outlining everything. This is a very tedious process, so tell clients not to move too much and try to remain focused. I like my cut creases to be very sharp, and I feel as though concealer brush and P. Louise base makes this very possible. Another tip to creating a very sharp cut crease is to lift client's eyebrow up just a little bit so you can make sure that your line is very straight. Actually, straight isn't even the correct word. It's just to make sure that it's very full coverage and there's no patchy spots and stuff like that. After applying my P. Louise base and making sure my cut creases are the exact same, I'm just going to tap it in with a brush. This brush had no type of product at all. This is just to really blend, and then I'm going to set this with the shade. I actually don't know what shade this is, but it's just the corner shade of the James Charles palette. This palette is perfect for beginners. After setting the cut crease, I'm just going to take these two shades and apply it to my outer V and just blend it so you won't see where the cut crease ends. I then added this white shade towards the inner part of the cut crease. I actually should have just put this when I was setting, but it still made a slight difference. But if you were to recreate this look, this step is optional. I am now taking my Stila, I believe this is an eyeshadow topper, and shade Wonderlust, and I'm just going to apply this on the cut crease so it'll be very sparkly because I did not want a matte eye. After applying the eyeshadow topper on the whole cut crease, I'm just going to take what's left over on the brush and just slightly dab it, like tap it in on the outer V. I'm now just going to be taking these two shades so I can blend it in and you won't see where the sparkly side is and stuff like that. I feel like this really makes a difference. As always, I'm going to be using Mya Maquillage Mink Lashes. The link to the website will be down in the description box. And as I did in my previous video, I'm just going to be aligning my eyes with the Kiss Lash Glue so it can be very adhesive to the lash and there won't be any type of issues when applying. Also for Mya Maquillage is our 4-piece lash set, which is perfect for applying lashes, whether it's to cut the lash band, to actually hold the lash, to stick the lash on everything basically. This is very beginner friendly, especially if you're new to applying false lashes. I also want to mention when applying false lashes, I apply glue to both the client's eye and the actual lash. I didn't want that to be very confusing because if you do that, the lash might not adhere as perfectly. As always, I'm going to be priming with the Too Faced Do Me Up, and I never show this on camera, but before or applying any type of makeup, I do moisturize my client's skin. Okay, so here I am now just trying to color match and find her exact shade. The shade I tried at first was too orange, so I would highly suggest just putting colors that look close to their skin on their actual skin. If you do not have a ring light, you can always use your flashlight to just figure out if it's the exact shade. And as always, I'm just going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This foundation is medium to full coverage. Also, when applying foundation, be sure to get in the corners of the nose. This is very, very important because you do not want to see a patch of skin that is left untouched when looking from a side angle. Okay, so now here I am taking the LA Pro Concealer, which I love, in shade Toast, and I'm just going to be contouring with this. I contour before actually concealing because I feel like it just looks better, especially because you don't want your bronzer or your contour to overpower the lighter portions of your face. So I just do this, blend away first with a brush, and then I go in with my beauty sponge which has foundation on, and I blend again so it can leave a very seamless blend. To conceal, of course, I'm using the LA Pro. This is in shade Classic Ivory, and I'm just going to apply this in a triangular motion under the eyes, on the chin, the bridge of the nose, and on the forehead. Now I'm just gonna blend this out, leaving the under eyes for last because I like it to sit so it can be very full coverage. After blending all the areas I put concealer in, I just take whatever left over on my beauty sponge and I just put it around the nose to mouth area. Y'all see what I'm doing. And then I'm just going to set with my air sponge. Of course, I go on my beauty sponge to get very close to the under eye. I then go with a bigger brush and I set all over the face. When setting, be sure to press the product in. You never want to just rub it in. You never want to do too much of that. I know it kind of looked like I did that for a second, but I promise I'm really just tapping the product in because I don't want anything to move. I want it to stay just where I applied. After setting the whole face, I'm just going to contour a little bit. I actually don't know the name of the palette I used. This is just a palette from, I believe it was Five Below. It's a very easy, simple palette. You can just take any warm shade. As always, of course, I'm going to take my Artist Couture highlight to dazzle the face up. We're going to put this on the cheekbones, on the temples, the forehead, the chin, a little tiny dot on the nose, a line on the bridge, and then I'm just going to apply under the eyebrows. And yeah, this is going to make this very glowy under the light. She is going to be sparkling, okay? And that's my favorite thing. As for the lip combo, of course, I always first clean the lips of any product, whether it's foundation, concealer, powder, anything. And then I just line my lips with my eyebrow pomade. I'm then going to take my Cake Batter Gloss, which of course is in the description box, the link to all products from my brand. And then I'm just going to apply a little bit of concealer to the middle of the lip, as I always do, for the perfect nude. Rub it in, apply some clear gloss, and we're good to go. Okay, so the very last thing, or very last few things we have to do is just finish up the eyes to complete it. Lock everything in, make sure everything looks perfect. We're just going to take some of the colors we used on the lid, apply it on the lower lash line, apply some mascara, apply some setting spray. I actually did a little bit more highlight so she could be a little sparkling, as you see. And we're done. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please thumbs it up. Be sure to subscribe and click that bell to be notified whenever I upload. Thank you.